And for today, I do want to, especially as we have the festive season around the corner, we're going to be mixing it up a bit with a topic that's close to many of our hearts. Christmas, yes, Christmas. So I'm talking about Christmas. Now, for most of you that are already celebrating Christmas, I do want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope that you are all having a wonderful time in this special, unique season as we celebrate the birth of Jesus. But at the same time, for most people, we recognize it's also a season, it's a time of celebration and holidays. But really, it's important that we still remember what Christmas is all about. It's about the birth of Christ. So we do celebrate and celebrate that, and really also excited about that. Now, before you think about Christmas, before you think it's all about the presents and also the pudding, for most of you that like that, let me tell you, there's more to Christmas. Now, science actually backs up some pretty cool benefits of celebrating this festive season. And that's right, because I think Christmas is not just fun, it's good for you too. So in this particular video, what we want to do is really we're going to kind of try to explore seven reasons why getting into the Christmas spirit can actually boost your mood. Now, it not only boosts your mood, it can improve your relationship and even spark your creativity. Now, whether you are all about Christmas or just curious about the sign behind the season, I think you are in the right place. And I'm hoping that some of the tips and things that we'll be sharing in this video can help you live a flourishing life, even in this Christmas season. So make yourself comfortable and maybe grab something just to relax, and let's chat about Christmas, about how Christmas is more than just a holiday. It's a little bit like a secret ingredient, right, for happiness and well-being. And we'll look into what that looks like and how we can apply those things. And maybe for most of you might be actually enjoying and benefiting the benefits of Christmas. So I think that's also a reminder that it's an important season for us all. And so if you're ready, I hope don't forget to hit the like button and comment on the post, on the video itself, and subscribe or follow this platform if you've not done so. Now, let's jump right in and see why Christmas is really something worth celebrating. Now, first of all, you know how thinking about Christmas make you smile, right? There is a science behind that joy. When we engage in festive activities like singing carols or even decorating the tree, our brain releases endorphins. And these endorphins are feel-good chemicals in our brain, neurotransmitters that are kind of generated in our brains. And this is not just a holiday magic, it's a neurological release or response. In fact, according to a study that was published in the Journal of Environmental Psychology, it was found that Christmas decorations can actually evoke, not Christmas decorations in this sense, but decorations in general can actually evoke strong feelings of happiness and nostalgia. Plus, also these activities often involve creativity and even physical movement, both known to enhance mood. So next time you're stringing up those lights, and remember you're not just decorating your home or your house or your workplace, you are also giving your brain a happiness boost. So Christmas does boost happiness. But secondly, I do want to say that gathering around the Christmas tree, it's not just about presents. It's also a powerful way to bond. Now, social connections are very crucial for our mental health, as you would know, and Christmas kind of offers a unique opportunity to strengthen these ties. Now, research in psychology consistently also shows that the strong social bonds that are linked, research in psychology really shows that strong social bonds are actually linked to better mental and physical health. It makes sense. We all need social connection. And which better time to find that than around Christmas? And so even some study that was published in, I think, an American Sociological Review also found that social isolation can actually be damaging to health. I'm sure that you know this. And oftentimes it leads people to health problems. Some get addicted to substance, like maybe they might be smoking because of that social isolation, or some also might also be obese due to this. But Christmas, therefore, is not just about the festivities. it's also about coming together. It's about sharing experiences and also reinforcing our social network. And so it's a time when we reconnect with our family, our friends, our colleagues, in order to create deeper, healthy, hopefully healthy emotional ties. And so Christmas helps us to create these ties, these social ties and bonds that are very important and essential for our mental health. But thirdly, I do want to talk about this because I think that Christmas also encourages gratitude. Now, have you ever felt that warmth, fuzzy feeling when you give a gift or receive a gift? In fact, this week I've received dozens of gifts from colleagues. And it's just a reminder, on one hand, that you are loved, that you are celebrated. On the other hand, also, it's also a reminder, as you give the gifts, it reminds you, it's a way of being showing gratitude for those that have played a role in your journey and in your life, right? And so that's gratitude at work, because gratitude also, it's more powerful than most of us might actually think. In fact, gratitude isn't just about being thankful. It has deep psychological benefits. A lot of studies that have been published in the Journal of Positive Psychology have really shown this, and one of my friend Bob Emans have actually written and published extensively on the psychology of gratitude. And so you find that expressing gratitude is really strongly associated with greater happiness. In fact, Christmas, with its tradition of giving and receiving, really provides a perfect platform for practicing gratitude. In fact, this kind of kindness and appreciation, I believe, goes beyond mere exchange of gifts. It's about recognizing and valuing the relationships in our lives, right? With our friends, with our family members, with our colleagues, and with people within our concentric circle. And so when we foster gratitude, Christmas can then help us to feel more positive emotions and release good experiences and build strong relationships. The fourth reason why you need to celebrate Christmas, or rather Christmas it's important for your health and well-being, it's the fact that it reduces stress. Now, the holiday season, almost any holiday, but also Christmas in particular because it's end of the year, can be a welcome break from the daily grind. Now, the festive music, twinkling lights, and the general cheer that Christmas brings can actually help lower stress levels. Now, this is more than just, of course, a festive feeling. It's a psychological response. And you find that some research, I think one of the research that was done, I think by some colleagues at the University of Sussex in England, actually shows that listening to music can actually reduce stress, because it reduces stress by lowering your cortisol level. Cortisol is a hormone in the brain that is associated with stress. And so you see how Christmas is really a fascinating tradition that actually can help you flourish and help you improve or rather enhance your well-being. Now, you also find even other studies that even suggest that Christmas in itself, or rather that Christmas decorations, as I mentioned earlier, can also evoke feelings of warmth and nostalgia. And these feelings essentially, they provide a comforting break, right, from everyday worries and stresses. And so when you're listening to those Christmas tunes or music, or even admiring the lights of Christmas, you are not just getting into the holiday spirit, you are also giving your body and your mind a much needed break. So I think it's good for you. Now, the fifth thing also is the fact that I believe that Christmas promotes generosity. Now, did you know that being generous can actually make you happy? I believe that you know this, and really it's true, because when we give gifts or help others during Christmas, it actually activates parts of our brains that's associated with pleasure, social connection, and even trust. Now, this phenomena in psychological science, it's often referred to as the warm glow effect. Now, this essentially has been studied extensively. In fact, neuroscientists from places like the National Institutes of Health, neuropsychologists in general, have found that giving to others activates regions of the brains that is associated with pleasure, with social connection, and also trust. And this actually creates a positive feedback loop of generosity and happiness. So the act of giving at Christmas, it's not just good for those receiving it, it's also good, it's also beneficial for the giver, him or the giver that it's actually giving the gift, because it fosters a sense of joy and community. And so happy Christmas is very important because of this very point. Now, the other point also I wanted to mention is the fact that Christmas enhances creativity. You need to come to my house and see what's been happening in my house and the decorations in my house, thanks to my wife. Now, whether it's decking the hallways or the halls or wrapping gifts, these are not just chores. They are creative exercises. Engaging in these creative tasks during Christmas can actually stimulate our brains in unique ways. In fact, some research, especially one I think in the Journal of Aging and Health, actually shows that creative activities can actually improve cognitive function and emotional well-being. In other words, when we are choosing decorations or planning festive meals, we are not just preparing for a celebration. We're not just preparing for a celebration, but rather we are engaging parts of our brain involved in problem solving and imagination. Think about that for a second. Just merely by wrapping things and thinking about how to write out the card for your colleague or your friend, or how to wrap the gifts, you actually engaging in problem solving skills. Now, this creative process can be both enjoyable and also mentally stimulating for the person doing or engaging in this, and offers a fun and fulfilling way to actually enhance our cognitive health. Fascinating stuff. Now, but the last thing I wanted to point, there are so many other points to mention, but I wanted to keep it at 7. But the last thing is the fact that it helps to sustain tradition and memory building. Now, have you ever wondered why Christmas feels so special? Now, part of it lies in the power of tradition and memory building. The fact that celebrating Christmas helps us to create lasting memories, playing a crucial role in our personal and cultural identity. In fact, today I was with some colleagues at the office who were just talking about their Christmas tradition, how it's passed down from their grandparents and to them, and how they're trying to extend that even to their immediate family. Fascinating stuff. Christmas helps us sustain tradition and gives us a sense of identity, right, during the spirit. In fact, psychological research, especially those that were done in, I think, in the Journal of Experimental Psychology, the number of studies that's been done and published in that really shows that traditions can actually anchor us because they provide a sense of continuity and belonging. In fact, you find most of the research in this topic have been written even in the Journal of Environmental Psychology on concepts like place attachment, sense of place, sense of belonging, and also in biological science with Rupert Shedrack, who talks about morphic resonance. Essentially, what these authors or scholars or researchers are saying is that these rituals, the rituals of keeping with the Christmas tradition, from baking cookies to decorating the tree, are more than just annual tasks. They're more than just a task. They are sort of a way of preserving family history and even creating a sense of belonging by doing that. And for most of you that know that belonging is very important, in fact, it's one of the psychological needs, actually. And so in essence, by creating Christmas traditions or by celebrating Christmas, we're not just making memories, we are weaving the fabric of our personal and shared history. Now, as I wrap up with this, I do want to say this though, because I think for most of us that are celebrating in this season, I want to say Merry Christmas to you and your family. I hope that you have a wonderful time in this special season. And as we wrap up on our festive special episode, and also looking at the scientific wonders of Christmas, I think I want to say this, that it's very important, because whether it's from boosting our happiness to strengthening our bonds and even firing up our creativity, it is really clear that this season of Christmas, or this Christmas season rather, has more perks than just the gifts under the tree. Now, I hope that this video has given you fresh perspective on why we should cherish these holiday traditions. Now, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and a scientifically joyful Christmas season. All right, you have fun and take care. Merry Christmas.